Evening, people. This is Klein. Welcome to the Klein Corner. This video is a life rant, and in particular, this is about friends. This is about the homies. Okay. This story actually starts a long time ago, kind of came full circle recently. So, short version is that I had a friend, I've known him for a very long time, and over a decade, and we were very close. Always hung out, always kicked it. He's just my boy, you know. As the years went by, I found myself in a serious relationship. I was engaged to be married, and I had a kid. So, needless to say, my life priorities started to change. I wanted to make sure that I was the father that my father never was. And to that degree, I poured a lot of my energy into putting my son first. I poured a lot of energy into my woman first. This was the norm for me, and I was okay with that. Well, as I poured more energy into that, between my work life and my personal life taking the majority of my time, my friend started to feel like he was being cut out. Like, I didn't have time for him. And there was a lot of back and forth about where this was, why this was happening and things like that. And let me tell you something about myself. When it comes to disputes, especially with my friends, people who I feel I'm very close to, I have infinite patience. As long as they're willing to talk, so am I. And so he's busy asking me stuff like, why is, what's going on? I feel like I'm kind of losing you as a friend. I'm trying to explain to him, I'm the type of guy where, even if we don't talk for a long time, when we do talk, for me, it's just as though nothing ever changed. Okay? I'm just as close to you then as I was 2 weeks ago, as I am now. I explained the same thing plenty of times, okay? And it seemed to have dawned on him what I was trying to explain to him. Fast forward some months, one friend of mine and another friend of mine who I had also became close with, they bumped heads. Alright. They no longer speak. Me in the middle, I turned into this sort of a mediator between the two, and then eventually my already shortened time, I tried my very best to split between both of these two guys who I was close with. Well, fast forward some more, and the friend that I had known for over a decade, he kind of gave me an ultimatum. And I don't do very well with those, but essentially because we weren't spending the same kind of time that we were as boys for the longest, he felt that it meant we couldn't be friends. Like, if I couldn't put in the same amount of time, or because I couldn't do exactly what I've been doing, or at least put forth more of an effort than he preferred, that if I can't do that, we just can't be friends. I can sit here and pretend like I handled it correctly. No, I didn't handle that shit correctly at all. I mean, whether I was justified or not, I feel like I lost already because I lost my temper. I did. I don't like ultimatums. So what ended up happening was I let him have it. I was like, dude, if you're going to sit here and have an issue about the fact that I'm going through some things in my life, that, yes, my life has changed since you've known me as a single gamer being a roommate, or, a cat who just had nothing but time to play video games, but that's changed since I've gotten older and gotten into other things. I don't know what to tell you. It's as simple as that, you know? He felt like he was losing me to my other friend. And I'm trying to tell him, I was like, dude, that's just circumstance. You know, there are certain things that I like to do, certain games that I like to play. I have certain hobbies, and these things fell in line with my other friend, and so both him and I were just able to collaborate on that front, and that's what it was. It didn't mean that I didn't think of my other guys, you know, we're just not cool no more. It's just, you know, timing will present itself, and when it does, we're there. Long story short, him and I stopped being friends because of that ultimatum, and then just very recently he reached out to me. He essentially apologized for his words. He apologized for what he said, and I forgave him. I did. He said some things in a manner where it suggested he was trying to reconnect and be boys again. I'm with that. I'm okay with that. My problem right now is that my timing, or how much time I have these days, has not changed. You know, I am now single. You know, but I still have responsibilities. You know, I'm trying to make some things happen with my crew. You know, you'll definitely click around and see that the Klein corner is 4 strong. You know, the 4 of us. I like to make sure that we're all doing good things, and that we're gonna go places, and that we have some future goals that we want to, you know, take advantage of, and you guys will be able to help us get there as well. But that's beside the point. That's another video. My point is that I'm trying to see how that goes. I'm trying to find the time and energy, and my time is still strained, and I'm finding that I constantly have to reevaluate my priorities. So, you know, the whole takeaway from this story is that understand your friends. Okay, things will change in their life. This will change how you and your boys get to kick it, how y'all connect. Whatever you've been used to for years can change. And if those are your boys for real, you have to have some understanding, some patience. If they're anything like me or my crew, we understand all the time. We have lives, you know. Some of my boys, they have wives and children and lives that they're trying to balance, you know. And the last thing we need is somebody who we call our boy, who's going to be in our corner, who we look to for advice, you know, support whenever we need it, to turn their back because their version of how much time you should spend doesn't match up. So, you know, try to have an open understanding with your friends who go through life changes. Make sure you have a clear understanding of what you want out of any relationship, whether you friends with guys or friends with girls. I mean, that's a whole nother video. But you know, regardless of who you're friends with, understand that life changes can happen at any time, and the best thing that you can do is understand what you want out of a given relationship and understand them. Okay, so that's all I got for you for this video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be doing more stuff like this all the time. But until next time, Klein out.